All right. Hi, yes. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to whatever this is. And if you'll give me just one moment, I'm getting a few things set up here. Yeah, it's been a hot minute, hasn't it? If you were to ask people, what's best in life, how best to live your life, you'd probably get a few different answers, like crushing your enemies, see them driven before you, hearing the lamentations of their women. But as for me, I tend to go with, your health comes first always. And the holidays can be rough for a lot of people. I am one of them. So yeah, I figured that I would take some time off, get my shit straight, as it were, and here I am. Let's get those captions turned on. Okay. So yes, it has been a hot minute, hasn't it? But a lot of good things have happened. I might have mentioned in a few places that I got some really cool news. Um, this is going to be your one little inspirational bit of talk that you're going to get from me, and then I'm going to get into what you're here for, and that is to watching me play video games in an okay fashion. And I just want to tell you that it is okay for you to fail in life. In fact, a lot of people will fail grandly at least once, if not more than that, and it is perfectly normal. There's the saying that it doesn't matter how many times you fall, it's just how often you get back up again. The other thing that I can tell you is true is that, well, it can be disappointing when you're working really hard and you don't think that you're seeing any positive results. But I will tell you that my life grandly imploded about 8 years ago. It's some tragic backstory that I'm not going to get into, but it has taken me that long to finally get things back up and running and to finally see some shards of hope. So that's all I'm going to tell you is that if you fail, it's normal. But get back up, keep trying. Don't give up because things can do and they will get better. You just have to stick around. I'm proof of that. So, with that in mind, I'm going to click on some buttons and get Dragon Age running so that you can watch me kill some Darkspawn. You're going to get to see my cluttered ass desktop for a little while. And yeah, so here we go. So, when last we left off, like I said, it has been a hot minute, hasn't it? So, the last I remember, we were, I just skipped the fade so that I could, get back to actual interesting things, interesting plot advancements. And we are going to try and solve the demon problem at Castle Redcliffe. If it decides to work. Because, well, it's crashed a few times here and there. Now, the big test is whether or not we have any actual in-game sound. So, if not, that's okay. We can, just see if I can remember how to navigate. Yes, that will be helpful. Yes, controls. And I am not hearing anything, so I'm guessing that you probably aren't either. So we are going to do some great big doing it live energy, and we're going to fix this. After we get past this dialogue that the game kind of shunted me into. Oh, so wait a minute. Have we skipped the fate? I believe we have. Memory problems. Yay! Ah, the wonderful sound of silence and technical errors. Yes, we would be honored to have Wynn join us because she's cool. Yes, that's why I came back here. Yeah, I have not really been following any linear plot. Just it's like, oh shit, I remember I need to do this. Yeah. So I came here because I didn't want to kill a kid. Okay, so we're going to save that. And yes, big doing it live energy here. So you get to look at that wonderful screen right there while I try and figure out why on earth I can't hear this. Headphones, yes. I might just need to restart this because it's kind of being a jerk. Okay. I don't know if my poking around and you getting to stare at my computer while I dinked around with everything actually helped. And, huh, well, that looks like it did. Let's see. We can always go to camp and test this. You see, this is why I should have tested this before I logged on. You know what? Actually, I did, but obviously I didn't test it well enough. Big doing it live energy. Yeah. More of Sten's sarcasm that you can't hear because, well, yeah. Not here to impress you. Well, yeah. Okay, we're gonna restart this. And it wouldn't be, a stream without some technical issues. So, and you know what? I'm going to put us back on the break stream while on the break screen while I figure my shit out. So, yay. Okay, so you may have heard the wonderful desktop audio during the break music. So, yeah, there were some fiddly bits going on in the background that I'm not going to bore you with. So, yeah, let's bring it back up and see hopefully if it works this time. Maybe? Yes! We have that lovely soundtrack, which I think that Dragon Age easily has some of the best game soundtracks out there. So, here we are.
Yes.
Yes. Indeed.
Okay, so... Now, we could always, dick around and do some of the, extra DLC. I'm not quite up to Soldier's Peak yet. I'm not quite ready to get, my ass kicked in a magnificent way there. So...
Yes.
Indeed.
Back to area map. Back to the world map, except it's not loading. Oh, bugger. It's just gonna be one of those evenings, isn't it? Either that or I'm just having a really special night.
Yes.
Indeed.
There we go. Sometimes you just have to cuss at it a little bit. Okay, well... let's go back to Red Cliff Castle and get that taken care of. Oh, is this what I think it is? Yes. Maybe? Yes!
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency.
Oh,
They're
that
set to be gathering
rat-faced
their
bastard.
forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostergard. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
Ah, yes.
Even crows send their regards.
An assassin.
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done. Concentrate, like we practiced. Now, fire!
And they run right past me. Ha ha ha! Ah, friendly fire. Gotta love it. This is the kind of high quality, incredibly coordinated gameplay that you can come to expect from me. So, yeah, you're going to be in for a real treat tomorrow when I try out God of War for the first time. Oh boy. And yeah, looking at those captions.
This should be easy enough. On it.
But hey, at least nobody died in this fight. Kill and Darkspawn taking their stuff. God damn it, let me just run up the hill already, jeez.
I'm taking these apprentices to Redcliffe. The first enchanter says you need every able-bodied mage for the war. They're young, but capable enough, as you saw.
Discipline and focus. The Master says we will help in the battles to come. Discipline and focus. The Master says we will help in the battles to come.
Yeah, that's nice. And oh, we have a level up. Nice. Do. Let's give you some more. No freaking healing abilities. Cliff of Paralysis, Spell Wisp. You know what? Because having a little bit of extra armor is nice. And we don't know how long I was gone for, but look, the bodies are all still here. I don't know whether to be impressed or disturbed. But anyway, yes, the incredible news that I was going to tell you all about, but that I got kind of distracted by trying to be motivational and probably failing, is that yes, I got back to my old job that I lost when my life spectacularly imploded. And one way that I got that was by doing one of those wonderful talk to the camera tape to video interview responses. And, well, I got good at those by doing streams where nobody shows up. So, yeah. People are like, "Are you sure you're going to be okay at this? You're just, you're talking to a camera and there's nobody really watching." I was like, "Trust me, I'm good." And here we are.
There you are. We have brought lyrium and begun preparations for the ritual. We can start any time. Yes, we haven't sufficient lyrium at present to send more than one mage into the Fade. It truly depends on the manner of demon. It sounds like a spirit of greed and desire, one of the more powerful in the hierarchy. It will likely engage you in dialogue and tempt you with an offer. Avoid it. Making deals with demons never turns out well. It only works because the child gave himself to the demon willingly. If the demon takes over the host forcibly, we must slay the abomination. We have only enough lyrium for one attempt. I hope you succeed. Such a young lad deserves better than execution.
I'm glad we decided to take this route. This is really the best option.
Very well. Who will go into the Fade?
And you know what? Morgan has the best destructive magic, so I'm gonna take her.
Then I assume you must get her from your camp.
Boo.
We will proceed when you return.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. You kind of need to have the mage in your party, or else they're gonna make you go back and get them.
Should be easy.
Yeah, this should be easy. Yeah, opening a fucking door.
I don't understand. You look like a woman.
Oh geez, Sten, come on.
You are a Grey Warden, so it follows that you can't be a woman. Women are priests, artisans, shopkeepers, or farmers. They don't fight.
Yes, Morgan, come save the small child.
Why would women ever wish to be men? That makes no sense.
Well, actually, Sten, you see...
Exactly. One of those things can't be true. A person is born, Gunari or human or elven or dwarf. He doesn't choose that. The size of his hands, whether he is clever or foolish, the land he comes from, the color of his hair, these are beyond his control. We do not choose, we simply are. Can they? We'll see.
Yeah, this whole bit of dialogue, like, I understand that Kunari society is very, very role-bound. Like, painfully so. And that female Kunari have very specific roles. But... it kind of reminds me of when I was teaching college English, and there was one of my fellow teachers' students who was trying to say that women had never been in combat, ever. So... and when he asked me to talk about, women in the military, he provided me with a list of interview questions that were very pointedly leading about, the roles of females. Yes, he was one of those, Ferengi. And so I answered his questions and very pointedly told him that, he really needs to read his fucking history. So, yes, I get that this is fantasy and blah blah blah, rules different, not real world, etc., but it... Twitch. Let's go and talk to the good dog and see what he has to say.
Oh, look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables. The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
I mean, he was just trying to be nice. Good boy. So, yeah, I get to, get Morgan in my party. Because, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And now we can go back to Redcliffe Castle. Okie dokie. If I can remember where the fuck that is. Yes, here. I can read a map, honest. I can open doors and read maps. Women can do anything. And yes, I'm being a smartass, just in case anybody tries to take this in bad faith. Okay. Yeah, it would be a good idea to, get her some better magic because I'm going to be using it. Friendly fire possible. Yes. Ooh, death magic. You know what? I am going to hit that at the... yeah. Words. Yeah, the funny thing is that the job that I'm getting hired for is to be a translator, and in my current job, well, let's just say that the head injury makes it difficult to do the words sometimes, and my trainer was like, "If you have those language skills that you supposedly have, say you have," and I was like, "Listen, Dick." Well, I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. Now,
We are ready to proceed.
now we can go.
Very well. Who will go into the Fade? Then let us begin forthwith.
Okay. And read over her. I'm going to read over her spell bar pretty quick so I'm not just, blindly fumbling. Although blindly fumbling can be fun. Certain scenarios, but this ain't it. Wow, those captions. Blindly fumbling. Can be fun. In certain scenarios. Yeah, you can tell that I deal with languages in my daily life because I get distracted by bad, incorrect captions.
Is anyone out there? Hello?
Father, where are you?
And so here we get the Fade Light.
I don't understand. It's so cold. I want to go home.
We have our layman and his son. Yes, how dare they incorrectly caption things. This is why, in some cases, I'm really not too worried about, machine translation and things like that, because, yeah, auto-generated captions can be pretty wild. And it actually takes a person to get the closed captions right. I know this because for a while I had a job doing closed captions. And yeah. Hello, Connor.
Are you the one that made Father ill? Tell me now. Shoo, run along and play. Or whatever. No! You're here to hurt Father. I know it. I won't let you.
Not a pride demon. So... oh, if the game crashes right now, I'm going to be so mad. Yep, there it goes. It is just a wonderful night for technical issues, I tell you. God bless it. Now, did it at least have the courtesy to autosave? And census says probably... Oh! Wow, it did autosave. Thank you, game. Yes, no Biscuit. Although Biscuit is the name of my Mabari, so... Technically there is a Biscuit, but...
Is anyone out there? Hello? Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker.
Because I named my Mabari after the Capital's current hockey dog, whose name is Biscuit.
Blasted darkness. Why can I see nothing?
Yes, she doesn't like Biscuit because, he, tries to give her, half-rotten things. Steals things and puts roadkill in her undies when she's not wearing them. Yeah, we're just not gonna go there.
Who are you? Are you the one that made Father ill? Tell me now.
So let's try this again, shall we?
I do not have time for fool children. Now tell me where this demon is.
Fool! You won't get near her. I won't let you.
Well... Okay. That was a thing that happened. Okay.
You're the one making Father sick. I'll help him. You can't stop me. Why do you keep hurting me? Why are you trying to stop me? Enough of these games. Give me what I want.
Trespasser! I will drive you out!
You have to get out! I'll stop you! I will!
Yeah, okay, you creepy little weirdo.
Connor? Is that you?
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere?
Why do you speak through illusions? Come, let us converse.
No. It is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. Oh, 2 rage demons. That's nice. And you know what? I'm going to not die. Because I don't have the dog to save me this time. Well, aren't you just a bitch? Okay. And here we have in our latest in It's Not a Glitch, It's a Feature. Our demon is buried, is clipping through the floor of the Fade. But it's the Fade, so I guess we have an excuse.
Very well. No more illusions. Now we meet face to face. You see my true form, and stand in my domain. It is here I am most powerful. And yet I have no wish to engage your power, nor should you be so eager to engage mine. Perhaps we should converse instead?
I'm going to say with that little, feeling herself action, bisexual says no.
Do you take me for a fool? I know better than to bargain with your kind. Alas, that is sad. Very well then. If you wish a battle, you will have it. Let us see if your power matches your boldness, creature.
Ooh, creature. One of these kinds of puzzles, I see. Get knocked on your ass. Cool. Zap. Oh, good, yes. Remember, folks, use your lyrium. And your potions. Because again, I don't have the dog to save me. Oh, God bless it. This should be fun. Do not deserve this punishment. Ah, okay. I'm gonna make use of the lyrium again. Only 72 XP. Boo. Yes, how dare the dog not follow me into the Fade. Biscuit might steal things, but at least he has sense. And I know that this makes me an awful person, but I just had a flashback to Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Namely, bring out your dead. Oh. Well, hello there.
So it is over.
Thank you for the follow. You missed me watching, a scantily clad demon in the Fade.
I suppose.
And now I'm saving a creepy little child.
Tower for training once the war is over. It's so odd to think of the boy as a mage of all things. Eamon has much to mourn and rebuild should he recover. But at least he could be thankful that both his son and wife are safe.
I owe you my deepest thanks. I can scarcely believe Connor is the boy he once was.
There is still the matter of Jowan. His poisoning Eamon began this whole mess, yet he lives. I must decide what becomes of him. We will hold him for Eamon to decide his fate. If he doesn't recover, Jowan's fate is sealed. What do you think?
Yeah, why do you want my opinion on this?
You spoke with him, have you not? You know what he has done better than I do, even.
Would you find him useful?
I would not trust him, but I would not presume to tell my brother what to do. What do you mean? He is responsible for many of the problems here, and is a Maleficar as well.
I am drinking a Sprite. I am wired enough that I decided coffee wasn't, a good thing.
Perhaps you are correct. But that is Eamon's decision, not mine. I'm sorry. Jowan stays in the dungeon for now. But our task is not done yet. Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life, but he remains comatose. We cannot wake him.
The urn. The urn of sacred ashes will save Eamon.
That is a possibility. But there is a reason it's still an option. I am not simply grasping at straws.
My husband funded the research of a scholar in Denerim, a brother Genetivi.
Yeah, there's a little bit of lag.
The inscriptions on Andraste's birth rock. When Eamon fell ill, I sent the knights to speak to Genetivi. I hoped that he had finally discovered the location of the urn of sacred ashes itself. They were unable to locate Genetivi. In desperation, I sent more knights in search of the brother, or some clue of the urn's location.
No one else can. Even if I wish to do it myself, I cannot abandon Redcliffe to its own devices. Perhaps you could seek out the brother's home in Denerim and see if any clues remain on his whereabouts. It is the only place to begin the search, I think. I must go to the hall and begin rebuilding. I wish you luck, and may the Maker go with you.
Yeah, there is a nice little bit of lag because the initial feed goes to Twitch and then I guess it skips over to YouTube or some kind of broadcast thing that I'm not up on, but either way, yes, lag. Okay. We've got some leveling up of our good old innocent lad Alistair. Let's see. Constitution, willpower, more stamina. Give him one more con point and 2 more strength, because the more strength, he'll be able to get some better armor. Let's see. Okay then, and now we get to watch me try to figure out how to use a map. Knowing me, I'm probably taking the very long way around, but that is just how I roll, apparently. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Yes, I am. Okay. yes. Again, while I try to figure out a map. Let's see. You know, let's do some of that sweet, sweet DLC.
Sire, I have more news.
So thrilled.
Oh, yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Anora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he not?
Never! Marek and I drove those bastards out! Not roll out the welcome for them now!
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Anora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
Ah, yes. Her dad is just so wonderful. Oh, yay. I know where we are now.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
I know where we are now.
Trap.
Well, thank you for that. You know, the dead animals were kind of a giveaway, but and Morgan died. Wonderful. Stabby, stabby. Yes, yes, traps. Thank you. So helpful, so useful. As Alistair sets off the trap.
As you wish.
Since he seems to be, you know, very gifted with that.
Trap.
But he didn't get this one. You could tie him up and talk to him if you wish.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet. Ah, so I'm to be interrogated. Let me me save you some time. My name is Zevrad. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly. So would I be in your shoes. For me, however, it sets a rather poor precedent, doesn't it? Getting captured by a target seems a tad detrimental to one's budding assassin career. A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logain, I think his name was. Yes, that's it. I have no idea what his issues are with you. The usual, I imagine. You threatened his power, yes? Beyond that, no, I am not loyal to him. I was contracted to perform a service. Oh, well, that's between Logain and the Crows, and between the Crows and myself. Isn't that what we're establishing now?
Yeah, why are you telling me all of this, dude?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely. Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further. Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the Crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the Crows pause. So let me serve you instead.
Let me serve you instead. And yes, our favorite rogue that actually can unlock things. Looking at you, Liliana.
I think you're royally tough to kill, and utterly gorgeous. Not that I think you'll respond to simple flattery, but there are worse things in life than serving the whims of a deadly sex goddess.
Yes, she tries. Gold star.
I happen to be a very loyal person. Up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing, in which case I don't come very well recommended, I suppose. To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you. Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea? Alright. I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
A fine plan. But I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
That's excellent advice for anyone.
Well,
I
yes.
hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Okay, well. And now we go and loot the bodies. You know, something I just noticed, and I don't know how many times that I've played this game, but I just noticed that in this scene, before you even see Zevran, there are crows. So, yes,
On it.
maybe I've just failed a perception check up until now, but that's a nice little bit of set dressing. Okay, and since Morgan died, she probably has a little debuff on her. Yes, she does. Let's get her an injury kit.
This should be easy enough.
Friends of Red Jenny. You know, let's have a look at that. the small painted box in First Enchanter Irving's office and deliver it to the door marked in Denerim as agreed. Aha!
Let's get started.
Now, for those of you who've played Dragon Age Inquisition, Red Jenny will play a little bit more of a role in that, in the form of the incredibly gay elven archer, Sarah. But beyond that is just kind of, well, spoilers, so. Yes. Aha! Well, that's what I get for waiting. Although they probably would have stabbed him anyway. So. Lovely. And you know what? I'm looking at the time now, and it's probably a good time for me to get up, stretch, and take a break, and I would advise for you to do the same. Stretch, take a break, use the facilities, do whatever it is you do when you're taking a break, and I will be back in a few minutes. See you then. First, we're going to save this, just in case it decides to crash while I'm away. Okay, yes. Hi, I am back. Yeah. Hope y'all had a good break, got some good stretches in, got yourself a beverage, etc. I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up this nice little section here and then call it. Uh, don't want to do too much too quickly, and it has been a day. I've been up since ass o'clock this morning. Insomnia is wonderful like that. Okay, so we're going to quickly reset the freaking closed caption box. Super quick. Okay, and back to it. Yes, Liliana does try to pick locks, bless her. Ah. Yes, 'tis but a scratch. And now he's dead. So, that is the nice little lead up to the DLC of Return to Ostagar, where you get to go back and poke around in the camp and deal with the Darkspawn and try to get some closure. And once I save, that is where I'm going to leave it for tonight. We will get back to this next week, next Friday, when I'm in a slightly, slightly more awake mindset. Um, Tomorrow I will be coming on at noon to give my first shot at God of War. And apparently there's treasure in there, but we'll see. All right, so thank you all for tuning in. With all the technical issues and all of that. So I will have them all ironed out by tomorrow. Thank you very much. And yes, take care.